Hi everyone, welcome to Rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. Today our yoga practice is a nice slow and gentle flow. So we're still going to be moving around a little bit, but we're just going to take things at a nice slow pace. Perfect for all of you beginner yogis out there. So just find some space, find your mat, and remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment underneath at the end of the class. So let's get started, you guys. Let's just get started in a comfortable seated position. So whatever that looks like for you, you can start to make your way there. And we're just going to close the eyes and just find our breath to get things going here today. So once you're sitting down, I want you to let your eyes close. You can take your hands and place them on your knees or maybe in your lap. And I want you to take a few nice deep breaths here. So inhale through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. And just keep taking these nice deep breaths. And just starting to let go of your day or whatever it is that you have to do after this yoga practice. And just starting to feel your breath. Let all those thoughts go and just feel the air moving in through your nose and out through your mouth. Awesome, you guys. Let's take one more nice deep inhale and exhale out your mouth. Awesome. Right, you can start to open up your eyes. We're going to come onto our hands and knees, tabletop position. So just checking that your hands are coming underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Knees are right underneath of your hips. And as you inhale, start to drop your belly towards your mat. As you lift the chest, you can look forward, or maybe you could look up a little bit more. Take another inhale. And exhale, start to round your spine, drawing your belly button in and bringing your chin as close to your collarbone as you can. With an inhale, starting to drop the belly, looking forward or looking up. And exhale to round, just warming up the spine, moving through your cat and cow stretches, opening up through the shoulders, pushing into the palms, and using an inhale. Drop the belly one more time. And exhale to round it out. Really pushing into your palms. Awesome. Use an inhale to come back to a nice flat back. Tuck your toes underneath and lift on up into your downward facing dog. So just take your dog for a little walk once you get your hips nice and high. Bend one knee, straighten the other, and just switching sides. Feeling the length of the back of the legs, getting into those shoulders. Thinking about making an upside down V shape with your body when you are in downward facing dog. So just let your head relax instead of looking to your fingertips. Maybe you can look to the bottom of your mat. And finding those nice deep breaths. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, start to look to the top of your mat. And exhale, walk your feet nice and slowly all the way up. Pausing in a forward fold so you can let your knees bend here. Your head is really heavy. Your arms could dangle. You could hang onto your elbows. Maybe rock your hips from side to side. Just connecting with your breath. Awesome work. Start to release your hands back towards your mat and very slowly roll yourself up to standing like a rag doll. One vertebrae at a time all the way to the top. And once you get there, roll your shoulders back and down. All the way back and down. Turn your palms to face the front of the room. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Inhale, reach out. Look up. Exhale, fold forward, start to bend your knees as you lower down. Inhale, halfway lift, just the chest, the upper body's lifting, hands can find the shins. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, halfway, nice flat back. And exhale, plant your hands, step or walk your feet into your downward facing dog. So a few breaths here just to warm up. You can pedal the feet. You could be nice and still. I want you to check in that your feet are about hip width apart. Notice if you can see your heels right now. And if you can, I want you to turn them out just a little bit, just enough so that you can't see your heels anymore. So you can have a nice big bend in your knees in downward dog. We're kind of focusing on our shoulders in this pose. So if you need to bend your knees, soften the shoulders towards the bottom of your mat. Breathe. Awesome work, you guys. Use an inhale, look to the top of your mat. And exhale, walk or step your feet all the way up. Take an inhale, lift your upper body halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Let's do one more. Inhale, halfway lift, breathe, awesome. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, walk back into downward dog. Bring your big toes to touch this time, and inhale as you lift your right foot up. Start to look to the top of your mat, and as you exhale, send that foot through. Lower your back knee down. Take a moment to set up your lunge. So I want your front knee over top of your front ankle, and your hands are going to find either side of that front foot. So keep your chest low, sinking your hips down and forward. Maybe you can start to feel an awesome stretch through that left hip. Nice job, you guys. And then from here, your left hand's going to plant a little bit more into the mat, and you're going to start to twist. So you can take your right hand and put it on your knee. Start to turn yourself to face the right side, and you could even reach up. Maybe look up in the twist, hugging your knee towards your chest. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, bring that right hand down. Step your front foot or walk your front foot back into your down dog. Shake it out a little bit and then bring your big toes back together. Inhale your left foot up. Exhale, send that foot all the way to the top of your mat. Let's do the other side. So drop your back knee, finding your lunge. So sinking your hips down and forward. Again, check that your knee is over top of your ankle. Breathe. Nice work, you guys. That right hand is going to stay planted, and you're going to reach up. Either place that left hand on your knee or lift it all the way up towards the ceiling. Twisting. Awesome work. And take one more breath in. And use an exhale to bring that hand down. Tuck your back toes, step or walk your front foot all the way into your downward facing dog. Awesome work, you guys. Just take a little walk of those heels, those feet. Bend one knee, straighten the other. And then we're going to bring our knees all the way down onto the mat. Perfect. So slide your hands in so that they're a little bit closer to underneath your shoulders if they weren't already there. And then you're going to extend your right leg out behind you. Maybe your toes or your foot are touching the mat. Maybe you can lift that leg up into the air, up to you. Finding your balance. So if you want to extend that left arm as well to really challenge yourself, maybe give that a try. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Find that nice, steady gaze, steady breath. One more inhale, and an exhale to bring that knee and that hand down. Reset. If you need to take some weight out of your hands, out of your wrists, just sit on your heels. Do a little wrist circles. You can catch up later. Left leg's extending back. Maybe the foot doesn't leave the mat. Maybe it does. Up to you. And if you want to add the right arm, you can. You do not have to. Breathing wherever you are. If you're looking forward to the front hand or to the computer screen or their phone, whatever, I want you to look down to your mat. Focus. Breathe. Nice and strong. Take one more breath in. And an exhale to release it back down. Sit on your heels, do a few wrist circles, or maybe even massage your wrist. Just take all that weight out of your hands. Awesome, you guys. When you're feeling good, you can come back onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift up, downward facing dog. Staying for a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. With your next inhale, look to the top of your mat, and exhale, walk or step all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift, just that upper body's coming up, and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway, and exhale, fold. One more, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, plant your hands, step all the way back to the bottom, the back of your mat, and then drop your knees. So now we're in a plank, but we're on our knees. Okay, from here, you guys, we're going to lower down halfway only. If you need to touch your mat, that's completely fine. But if you can hover your chest, you'll really feel some strength building in your upper body. So your hands are under your shoulders. You're slightly going to shift that weight forward. So the shoulders are coming towards the fingertips, and then bend your elbows. Lower your chest halfway. If you can hover it there. If you need to drop down, drop down. If you're shaking, you're doing it right. Squeeze your elbows into your sides. Push yourself back up. Send your hips all the way back towards your heels. Take child's pose. Rest your forehead on the mat. Extend your arms above your head. Awesome. When you're ready, come back up. Come back up, plant your hands. Shift your weight forward again, finding that plank from your knees. Reset, spread your fingers nice and wide, and then we're going to lower again, halfway or all the way to your mat. It's up to you. Shift the shoulders forward just a little bit. Start to lower, really squeezing the elbows into your ribs. Hold it here. Breathe, chaturanga, building so much strength through the shoulders, and then push yourself back up. This is really hard work, you guys. You're doing so good. Send your hips back. Find your child's pose. Alrighty, you guys, we have just one more push-up. One more if you're with me. If you need to stay in down or in child's pose, stay in child's pose. But if you're feeling good, come forward, spread those fingers wide, stay on your knees, start to shift the shoulders forward a little bit, and then lower. Hover, hover, hover. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your elbows into your sides. Your triceps or your arms should be touching your ribs, and push yourself all the way up. Feel that through your arms, your shoulders. Send your hips backwards. Find your child's pose. You did it. Congratulations, you guys. The hard part is over. Nice work, you guys. So lift your head, your chest back up when you're feeling good. We're going to have a seat. Just going to turn to face you guys. All right, so we're going to bring our left leg out in front. So the left leg's going to be out straight, and you're just going to take that right leg and you're going to hug it towards your chest. And you rock it side to side to kind of loosen up that hip joint. Nice, you guys. And then you're going to take that leg that you're holding on to and you cross it over your bottom leg. So bring the side of your foot down onto your mat and think about bringing your knees on top of each other. They're probably not going to be perfectly stacked. That's completely fine. But just think about moving that top knee over top of the bottom knee. So from here, I want you to sit tall. You can hang onto your knee or have your hands beside you, but inhale, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, maybe tip forward a little bit or maybe a lot. You're going to start to feel a stretch through that bottom hamstring. If you can flex your foot, if you can pull the toes towards your forehead or your head, Try it. If you need to relax the foot, you can relax the foot, whatever gives you the better stretch. So this top leg here might be preventing you from folding at all, and that's fine, but you're probably feeling something happening in your quad, even in your glute, and that's perfect. That's what I want. That's what I want you to feel. Nice work, you guys. So we're going to take that knee that's on top, and we're going to lift it into our chest a bit. So you're going to actually plant that foot that was resting on the side. Plant that foot so your knee is nice and high. It's no longer trying to touch the other knee. You're going to hang on to that knee or your shin, and you're going to sit a little bit taller. So inhale, lengthen. We're going to twist. So you're going to twist to the right. You're going to turn towards that knee. You're going to hug that knee even closer towards your chest. I want you to take your right hand and put it behind you. Push it into the floor. Help yourself sit a little bit taller by using that hand pushing into the floor. You can turn your gaze to the right side, but keep hugging that knee as tight as you want to in towards your chest. If you're lucky, you're going to feel this through your glute and in your quad. You might all be getting all twists though. That's all good too. Nice work, you guys. So slowly turn yourself back to face the front and then come for a counter twist. Just twist the other way, over to the left, and then turn yourself back to face the front. Perfect. All right, you guys, I'm going to just turn to I'll face this way, actually, just so you can... No, I'm going to face this way. Can't make up my mind. Okay, we're going to switch sides. So unwind your legs. So then sending your other leg out nice and long. So probably your right leg, if you're doing the opposite of me. So starting here by picking up that left leg, rocking it back and forth so that leg can come as close to you as it wants to, but just loosen up that hip joint. Rock your leg that maybe you think is a football or a baby or whatever. I don't know. And then you can start to cross that leg over top of your bottom leg. So trying to get the side of the foot to touch the mat or the floor. Knees are trying to stack on top of each other, so the knee's a little bit lower. It's not coming all the way into the chest. And you're going to sit nice and tall. Staying here with a nice, strong posture through your spine, or maybe tipping forward from the hip a little bit, taking this further into the hamstring on that bottom leg, or maybe the glute, the quad on the top leg. You can flex that foot. You could relax it. I'm just taking a few more breaths on this side. And then slowly start to lift yourself up. So that knee is going to come into your chest. Plant your foot into the mat so that you can help bring the knee in towards the chest. And then we're going to sit really tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, starting to turn to the left this time or towards that top leg, that front knee, hugging that knee in, and then taking your right hand, pushing into the mat behind you just to help sit even taller than you already are. You can bring your gaze over to the right. Maybe you're looking over your back shoulder, just going as far as feels good. And then with your next inhale, you can start to turn yourself back to face the front and counter twist to the other side. Twist the other way. And then turn yourself to face the front again. All right, you guys, uncross your legs. Uncross your legs. We're going to take that the right leg's going to stay out long, and the left foot is going to come into the inner thigh. So just make sure that your leg is coming straight out in front of you. It's not off to the side or the other side. It's coming straight out from your hip. With an inhale, we're going to sit tall. And as you exhale, start to tip forward just a little bit. I know some of you probably have a big bend in your knee, and that is completely fine if you're feeling a stretch to the back of your leg. So flex the foot if you want a little bit more. Relax the foot if you're getting too much. And just keeping your chest nice and proud. Bring your hands to the floor, wherever, just to help you balance, support you. Nice work, you guys. Slowly walk yourself back up. Let's switch sides. Left leg's gonna come out. Right foot is coming to the inner thigh. Leg is straight out from the hip. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, tip forward again. Have a big bend in your knee if you need it. Just breathing wherever you are. Keeping your chest nice and proud instead of completely rounding. That's what I mean. Nice job, you guys. Start to walk yourself back up. Bring both of your legs out in front of you. Out in front. So knees are bent. Feet are planted about hip width apart. Kind of close to you. But our hands are going to come behind us. So don't worry if you feel like you are falling backwards. So we're going to push into our feet and into our hands, and you're just going to hover your hips above the ground. So if you can lift the hips a little bit more, reverse tabletop. Shift your gaze to the ceiling, or maybe let your head fall back. I know this one is hard, so we're just going to take one more inhale. And then exhale, lower your hips all the way down. You should feel that in your shoulders. Okay, if you didn't, go back up and hold it for a few more breaths. We're gonna lay down onto our backs now. So lay down. If you can hug your knees into your chest, hug them in, or just plant your feet. But rocking side to side a little bit here. Awesome, you guys. We're going to start to straighten our legs or bringing our toes towards the ceiling. So you can hang onto the back of your legs. Start to straighten your legs a little bit. So I know that you're probably going to have a big bend in your knee, and that is completely fine. You do not have to have perfectly straight legs here. You can hang onto the back of your legs the whole time. Or you can take your hands and rest them on the mat beside you. If you're arching your back, if you feel like your back is lifting off the mat, I want to suck it back down. If you can't get it to touch down, just bend the knees more, lower the feet a little bit more as well. So this is working our low belly, relaxing your shoulders and your head on the mat, and really kissing your entire spine onto your mat. There's probably a better word than kissing your back to your mat, but it's not coming to me right now. Awesome, you guys. So from here, stay with me if you can stay with me. We're going to take a few toe taps. So you're just going to bring your left foot and tap the floor, pick it back up, and then the right foot, tap it to the floor, pick it up, and switch sides. Ooh, breathe. Checking in that your back isn't arching off of the mat. Awesome. As you want more in this, you straighten the legs just a bit more or a lot more. Do your toe taps. Close your eyes. Feel your breath. And just draw that belly button all the way back towards your spine. All about that low belly right now. Awesome, you guys. Keep going. Stay with me. We are almost done. Just some nice leg extensions, toe taps. Beautiful. One more. And then pull those knees all the way into your chest. Rock side to side. And then you can keep your knees together, or you can let them come out a little bit wider, kind of beside your upper body. And then you can rock side to side here, just hugging your knees to the outside of your upper body, getting into the hips a bit more. And if you want to reach for your feet and come into a full happy baby, you could also give that a try. Awesome work, you guys. When you're feeling good, start to let go of your feet. Let your legs go out nice and long on your mat. Let's set up for our Shavasana. So just take your hands, clasp them behind your head, and pull your chin in towards your collarbone, feeling the length of the back of the neck. And then very gently start to rest your head back down. Take your arms, place them beside you, flipping your palms to face up. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Awesome job today, you guys. I hope that you're feeling a little bit better than you were before you did your yoga practice today. I also hope that you were able to just turn off some of those thoughts that may have been racing through your mind some point during the day. But however it is that you're feeling or whatever you're thinking, it's all good. Until we meet again, namaste.